Hello and welcome to the 5th event of the North American Monster Truck Series, here tonight in New Orleans, Louisiana. 16 trucks will battle out on this massive Mercedes Benz Superdome floor in racing and freestyle action. Let's take a look at the field of trucks for tonight's racing and freestyle competitions. Qualifying 16th, Julian Bauman brings out Colin McRae Vision. Marcus Santana and Introvert qualifying 15th tonight. Kyle Wilson aces Wild, number 14. Chris Hamilton and Overrevved qualifying 13th. Chris Bialek in Showtime qualifying number 12. Zach Steele in First Response, number 11 tonight in qualifying. Tyler May and Snap-on Torque bringing it in number 10 tonight. Fernando Martinez Cho Loco, number 9 in qualifying. Blake Thompson and USA Firestarter, number 8. Will Meyer Hotline Miami qualifying 7th tonight. Josh Gajewski Control Freak with the 6th fastest qualifying time. John Zimmer Terminal Velocity, number 5. Seth Holloway and Robo Dragon qualifying 4th. Aaron Lurie Monster Energy Pro 4 with the 3rd fastest qualifying time. Andrew Sheets and Dragon taking it number 2 in qualifying. And Matt Tyrrell Fuel Injection, your number 1 qualifier tonight. Let's take a look at the Track X for tonight's event. It is a massive figure 8 crossover, where the drivers will cross over when they go over the center of the floor and to take multiple sharp turns and over the racing jumps. It should be very interesting to see some trucks jump over each other in this very unique race course here in New Orleans. As we take a look at our bracket, first race we'll see Matt Tyrrell Fuel Injection taking on Julian Bauman in his first event on the series in Colin McRae Vision, followed by Blake Thompson and Fernando Martinez. And then our second half will start with Andrew Sheets and Dragon taking on Marcus Santana and Introvert. Should be a great night of racing. Many great racers here from throughout the season. And some new faces too. This is our first race. A new face, Julian Bauman, Colin McRae Vision. His first time out here taking on Matt Tyrrell and Fuel Injection. This will be a tough race for him because Matt Tyrrell known to make it into the finals multiple times and even take some racing wins. So for Julian to take this win, it would be a massive upset. And there's our first crossover of the night, up and over. Now the two lanes aren't perfectly even though both drivers take them both times, it ends up being even, but it is hard to tell who's leading after the first jump. And as we see, it looks like Matt Tyrrell will have a slight advantage over the last jump. Fuel Injection takes it with a 26.579. Next up, second race of round 1, Fernando Martinez Cho Loco taking on Blake Thompson and USA Firestarter. Blake Thompson known to have trouble making it out of round 1 of racing. We'll see if he can take out Fernando here. Nice turns from both drivers as they go over the crossover. Up and over Blake Thompson goes. Looking like a very smooth race for both drivers so far. I think Fernando may have a slight advantage going into the final turn. And over the line, it was very close. Looks like Fernando Martinez is going to take it over Blake Thompson. Next race, Chris Hamilton Overrev taking on Seth Holloway in Robo Dragon. Seth Holloway also known to make it very far in the racing bracket, but Chris Hamilton, a veteran racer of the Briggs of Rods community. Although Chris does trip it up a little bit over the cars, and it looks like Seth has a slight advantage in the first turn, the second turn. Looks like Chris bobbled in the turn a little bit again, but Seth has a big advantage now. Multiple truck lengths for Seth. He goes over the final jump, and it's all Seth at the finish. He takes it. Robo Dragon with the win. Next race of round 1, John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity taking on Chris Bialek in Showtime. The first time we've seen Chris Bialek out here on the season. But he's got a tough time to beat John Zimmer. Multiple racing wins for John Zimmer, multiple racing finals. So for Chris to take this win, that would be maybe the biggest upset of the night. But he's staying with them. Pretty close race, although it looks like John Zimmer does have the lead. And a nice final turn, but it is a little even at the finish. Looks like John Zimmer is just going to take that over the final jump barely with a 28.2. Very close race. Chris stayed with them the whole time. As we take a look at our first half of round 1, just finished. Fuel injection, Cho Loco, Robo Dragon, and Terminal Velocity all moving on to round 2. In our second half of round 1, we'll start it out with Dragon and Introvert, Hotline Miami, Snap-on Torque, Monster Energy Pro 4 Aces Wild, and Control Freak taking on First Response to finish out round 1 of racing. As I said, second half of the bracket, Andrew Sheets and Dragon taking on Marcus Santana and Introvert. Two drivers also known for making it far in the racing bracket, so it's anyone's race here. Looks like Andrew has a little bit of an advantage over the straightaway. Yeah, it's looking like Andrew Sheets with a big advantage going into the final turn. I'm not sure what happened to Marcus, but he made up a little bit of ground on that turn, and Andrew Sheets is going to take it. A 27.238 for Dragon. Close race, close end for the race, but it wasn't looking very close throughout the race. Next race in round 1, Will Meyer, Hotline Miami taking on Tyler May and Snap-on Torque. Will Meyer has made it to the finals multiple times in a row, just has trouble getting that racing win. So far looking like a nice race for both drivers. I think Will Meyer might be slightly ahead. And at the finish, Will Meyer's going to take that one over Tyler May. It's going to be a 27.431 for Will Meyer. Kyle Wilson, Aces Wild, taking on Aaron Lurie and Monster Energy Pro 4. I believe this is Kyle Wilson's second event. Made his debut last week in St. Louis. And over the crossover. Very even race so far. Oh, but a bobble from Aaron. He sends it into the backflip ramp. That's going to cost him a lot of time. Close at the finish, but Kyle Wilson's going to take that one easily with a 27.366. Next race, Zach Steele, First Response, taking on Josh Gajewski in Control Freak. Haven't seen Zach Steele a lot here during the season, but he's not really known for his racing, as he struggles really to get out of round 1 multiple times, but against Josh Gajewski, who's known to make it a little farther in the bracket, it looks like Zach Steele does have the advantage. Ooh, but a little of a bad bounce going into that turn. Josh Gajewski looks like he's got it ahead, but I don't know who's going to take that one. It's Josh Gajewski, 27.773 in Control Freak. Really looked like Zach Steele had that at the end there, but Josh Gajewski just a little bit faster over the jump. As we're going to head into our second round of racing, Fuel Injection, Cho Loco, Robo Dragon, Terminal Velocity will be starting out the first half of round 2, followed by Dragon, Hotline Miami, Aces Wild, and Control Freak, rounding out the second half of round 2 brackets. First race of round 2, Fernando Martinez, Cho Loco taking on Matt Tyrrell and Fuel Injection. A beautiful turn from Matt there. Over the crossover, nice, perfectly jumping over Fernando. Both drivers are taking some amazing turns in this race. one of the cleanest races I think we've seen all night. As we're going into the final turn. Very even. I think our closest race of the night. Matt Tyrrell's going to take that one with 27.353 and fuel injection. Excellent race from both racers. Very clean passes. Next race, Seth Holloway and Robo Dragon taking on John Zimmer in terminal velocity. John Zimmer looking to take into another semifinals. But Robo Dragon looking to make the upset here. Over the crossover. Looks very even into the final turn. Seth Holloway looks to be a little bit ahead, but over the jump, Seth Holloway bobbles it, and John Zimmer Jr. is going to take that one with a 27.133. It's anyone's race at the finish, really. Will Meyer, Hotline Miami taking on Andrew Sheets in Dragon. Will Meyer looking to make it to another final race, but Andrew Sheets looking to stop him from doing that. It looks like Will Meyer has a little bit of an advantage. Really got through that straightaway much faster than most other people. And some excellent turns from Will, but Andrew Sheets on two wheels. I think that might be the race right there. Will Meyer, much smoother than Andrew Sheets. It's going to be Will Meyer at the finish. A 27.361 for Hotline Miami. Next race of round 2, Kyle Wilson Aces Wild, Josh Gudetsky Control Freak. Kyle Wilson really making a name for himself in the series, only a second event and making it to round 2. Although it looks like Josh Gudetsky had a much better start in that race. Kyle Wilson kind of left at the line. Although it looks like Kyle may have made up some ground here. A little bit wide in that turn, but Josh Gudetsky's going around the ramps. I don't know what happened to the Control Freak truck, but Josh Gudetsky all over the place, completely misses the straightaway. Major problems for Josh Gudetsky, but Kyle Wilson's going to take that one with a 28.721, bringing him into the semifinals. Impressive showing from Kyle Wilson today. Into our semifinals, Fuel Injection taking on Terminal Velocity and Hotline Miami taking on Aces Wild, making some upsets and bringing him into the semifinals. First race in the semifinals, John Zimmer Jr. Terminal Velocity taking on Matt Tyrrell and Fuel Injection. Now this is a race that we would typically see in the finals, so to see it in the semifinals, there's going to be an upset in this race. Both drivers, some of the fastest drivers we have here on the season. Matt's going a little wide in that turn on the backflip ramp, and it looks like that may be the race right there. You can't make any mistakes against John Zimmer. Oh, big mistake for Matt Tyrrell. Smashes into the car and just goes spinning into the air. John Zimmer's going to take that one, 27.329, bring him into the final race. In our second half of the semifinals, Will Meyer, Hotline Miami taking on Kyle Wilson and Aces Wild. Kyle Wilson bringing it all the way to the semifinals. Can he bring it to the finals in the second event of the season? Looking very even. Kyle Wilson staying with Will Meyer. Will Meyer looking for another finals berth in the season. Oh, but Kyle Wilson bobbles it there against Will Meyer, and I think that's going to be the race. Although he's making up some ground in the final turn, he clips the car, and he's up and over into the wall. Will Meyer's going to take that one over Kyle Wilson with a 28.024. And that's going to set up your final race. Let's take a look at the brackets going into the finals. Terminal Velocity John Zimmer is going to take on Will Meyer and Hotline Miami in the final race. Will Meyer taking on another final race here in the season, but can he get it done this time? John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, Will Meyer, Hotline Miami in the finals. Nice turn for John Zimmer. Over the crossover, very even so far. Looks like John Zimmer has a big advantage, actually. I'm not sure what happened to Will Meyer in that turn, but they've made it up. Very even at the finish, a close race. John Zimmer Jr. is going to take the racing win with a 27-3-1-4 over Will Meyer in Hotline Miami. An excellent finish there from the race as we see our official bracket. Fuel injection going all the way to the semifinals. Terminal velocity going all the way to the semifinals. But unfortunately, Will Meyer could not get the job done in the finals as he made it all the way from Snap-on Torque past Dragon into the finals. Semifinals against Aces Wild. And into the finals against John Zimmer. But multiple weeks in a row, he's just unable to get the job done in the racing finals, and it happened again. John Zimmer, Terminal Velocity, taking the win here in New Orleans. The racing action was great, but freestyle is going to be even better. Stay tuned for that. It's time for freestyle action here in New Orleans. 2 minutes for each driver on the clock. 3 judges scoring 3 categories: air, momentum, and technicality. Each judge scores out of 10. The max score in freestyle is a 50. Freestyle order: Robo, Dragon, Choloco, First Response, Showtime, Colin McRae Vision, Aces Wild, Overrev, and Control Freak in the first half of freestyle, followed by Snap-on Torque, Monster Energy Pro 4, Introvert, Fuel Injection, Terminal Velocity, Dragon, Hotline Miami, and finishing it out with the USA Firestarter. First half of freestyle, Seth Holloway in Robo Dragon. Seth has some good freestyle so far this season. Unfortunately catching some tough breaks at the end of his run. Not getting to finish big and ending in a unfortunate rollover, so we'll see if he can really step up here tonight. Some very unique obstacles out here as you see that bowl made out of the jammers. And some just unique ramp angles too, sending you to some different obstacles, making for some nice combo moves. So as you see here, he's going to jump into the bowl, catches the lip of it a little bit, but that's the moves I'm talking about. Some great transfer opportunities on this track. So far, a nice run for Seth Holloway, getting the air, keeping up some nice momentum as he goes to a stoppie. Couldn't get the moonwalk going, just sets it back down. Some more nice air, onto wheels, brings it back down, nice and safe. Looks like he's going to line up for a move here. He's going all the way around that obstacle, lining up for the side of this van stack. No, he's going for the end of the buses with some huge sky wheelie. Oh, this is bad. He lands on the rear end hard and just goes tumbling. I thought he was lining up for the cross thread there, but it looked like he was going for the end of the bus stack. And that skywheelie did not land well for him. It's going to be a 32 for Robo Dragon, but unfortunate break there. I think he really wanted to just set that down and get a nice skywheelie out of it, but it just did not work. Next out, Fernando Martinez in Choloco. This run to really set the score high. As you see, Robo Dragon didn't quite fill the clock, so he's taking advantage of it, filling the clock here. 30 seconds left for him. He's getting some nice moves, some nice momentum, and some technical moves too. He's going for the cross right here. What's he line up for? A massive corkscrew and over-rotate is onto the roof. A bad over-rotation there of the corkscrew. Trying to save it, but looks like they're gonna shut him off there. It's gonna be a 36 for Cho Loco. Would have been great if he landed that, but it just over-rotated on him and landed directly on the roof. A great run though, almost fills the clock, but a nice score for the second truck out. Zach Steele in first response coming out next. Zach Steele's known to have some wild freestyles, but we'll see if he can get one of those here today. As he nice bounce there. That bounce caught the front end, he brought it up and over the stack in a sky wheelie, but now he's a little bit out of shape. That's going to cost him a momentum score. He got a little out of shape on the car stack, didn't want to floor it to the side of the backflip ramp. Kind of saves his freestyle, but it hurts the momentum. Keeping up some good momentum though. I know that although the move hurt him, he does have the momentum. And he's up and over on two wheels, up and over, and he brings it back down. Hits the Mercedes Benz sign, but it lets him bring it back down on all four wheels. Officials let him go, and he keeps on going. Might be lacking a little bit of the air score though in technicality, but he does have parts of the runs where he does stop a little bit and it hurts his momentum, so he's really going to need to pick it up a little bit more. He's on two wheels, riding it down the track, still on two wheels, and he combos it into the step up. That's a nice move. That's going to really help with the technicality score. He's up and over. Can he save it? No. Unable to save it, lands it directly on the roof there, and just can't bring it back down off that bus stack. It's a 34 for first response, Zach Steele. Nice run though. Here's that rollover where the sign just catches him and brings him back down. And that beautiful two-wheel to combo. Next out, Chris Bialek Showtime. First time we've seen him out here on the tour. We'll see what he can do. Some nice air to start the run. This is a beautiful looking truck. Really done a great job with this truck out here, showing it in front of all the fans. Nosing it over and getting a nice wheelie out of that. He's going to combo it in the bus stack. It sets it down beautiful too. It brings it into another small wheelie, but that was a beautiful combo move there. And another wheelie, he's going to bring it into the bowl, sets it down before the bowl, plays it safe. But still a decent combo move there. And some more nice air. The momentum of this run is just outstanding. He's hitting everything in front of him, not backing off from anything, as he's going on two wheels, pulling a Zach Steele from the previous run. This is just a great run right now, doing everything the judges are looking for. He's going to get on two wheels again, further over on the side this time, and he pulls it out with a nice save. 30 seconds left for Chris Bialek. The nice transfer there into the bowl, combos into the backflip ramp with a corkscrew. Those are the moves that the technicality judge is looking to see. And another strange hit there. Brings into a sky wheelie over and spins it into 180. That was a nice move there for the end of the run. Into another wheelie. Turning the wheelie onto wheels, and he's going to save it maybe? Yeah, saves it right in front of the wall with 2 seconds left. And he's just going to floor it over the bowl. Oh, catches the rear end. Up and over, forwards, but it doesn't matter. That's the end of the run. A big score, a 43 for Chris Bialek in Showtime. What a great run for his first event here on the North American Monster Truck Series. That score is going to hold up for a while. Next out, Julian Bauman and Colin McRae Vision as we look at our freestyle standings. Chris Bialek blasting the lead with a 43 over Fernando Martinez and Show Loco. Julian Bauman also his first event here like Chris Bialek, so he's really got to make up for what we just saw. So far, got a good run going. Nice momentum. Julian's been around for a while. He knows what the judge is looking for in freestyle. And he skies it over the bowl. Gets it caught up on the wall a little bit, though. He has to back it up. That hurts the momentum. Some huge air. I think that might be the longest air we've seen so far. Some great distance on that lead. Combos it into the bowl. Nice transfer there on the back end. Big Skyly bouncing it from wheel to wheel. Oh, the front end, he's going to save it. What a save from Julian Bauman. On the front end, wow, that was a unique way to get on the front end. Catches the rear end on the van, he's going to stick it there, and he brings it back down. Really technical moves right here from Julian, and he's going to carry the wheelie over the bus stack right after it. Oh, but he over-rotates the consecutive backflip there. He just doesn't get it. Almost hits it back on the front end, but it's 22 seconds left on the clock. It's only at 36. He's going to have a tie for second place right now. But a great first run in the season. These new guys are really showing us how it's done. Two of the best runs so far have been done by guys whose first events are right now, so Kyle Wilson aces wild. His second event, first event was obviously last week's St. Louis. But some nice air to start the run. I think that might be the biggest air we've seen so far. The guys that are newer to the series just seem to have no fear when it comes to freestyle. They'll throw it in anything, and they usually can pull out of it. So we'll see how Kyle Wilson can do in this freestyle round. Big air. Big. That was a nice hang time. He was up in the air for probably like 5 seconds. Maybe the most height we've seen so far. Got about half the clock left. A little bit of a strange hit there on the cars as he brings it back down. So far, a good run from Kyle. He's got the air, and there's some more air. He's going to bring it all the way down to the backside of the backflip ramp. What a transfer that is. I was going to say he might need a little bit more of the air, but he's getting the air right now. Biggest air of the night, easily over that ramp. He's got the momentum, he's got the air, he might need a little bit more of the technicality, but another nice skywheelie up and over that. Got about 20 seconds left. Going for the backflip ramp. Oh man, almost gets the double backflip out of it, but it twists and he lands on the side with 8 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be a 39 for Ace as well. He's going to go into second place with that score. A great run from Kyle Wilson. Unfortunately, had a bad rollover in St. Louis and it cost him his freestyle run, but it really made up for it here in New Orleans. A big score. Coming out next, Chris Hamilton and Over Revved. I've said this before, Chris Hamilton known more as a racer, but sometimes he can get some good freestyles going. Some nice air over the bowl there. Combos it with a massive skyleap. That was a crazy move. He got a weird bounce into it, just floored it on the front end over that ramp. And it just brought the front end up and it carried him over the stack. That was a very nice move. A little bit of donuts on the end zone. And over to the van stack with some nice distance. Rolls over the vans into a beautiful wheelie. He's going to carry it across the floor. Some more huge air. Chris is getting some big air in this run, keeping the momentum. I think he might need a little bit more of technicality to really get him higher up in the positions, but so far a good run. Got about 40 seconds left on the clock, so he's got time to make some big moves here, but going for the car stack, and he gets a little bit of a skywheelie over it. Lining up for the cross thread here. Wow, gets a little bit of a corked backflip out of it. That was a nice move. They're really going to help the technicality score with 10 seconds left. Looking to get something big here to finish the run. And it looks like this is going to be the end of his run. Oh, but he clips the back end over that, and he's spinning, and he saves it. A nice save to finish the run there. It's going to be a 38 for Chris Hamilton. Nice solid run from Chris. Nothing other than the big backflip corked out thing he did. Nothing really too spectacular, but he gets a nice score for a nice run with some big air and nice momentum. Played it safe, and he got the reward for it. Josh Godesky can control freak coming out next. As you remember back to racing, Josh Godesky had a tough break when it looked like something went wrong with his truck, and he drove around the obstacle. Hoping that doesn't happen again to him in freestyle, and he can really do some big moves. There's some big scores. Chris Bialik's still in the lead with a 43, so if he's going to take the lead, he's going to need a big score. Oh man, he's flipping it over, lands it hard on the side, he's going to save it. Nice save for Josh Godesky. That could have gone very badly, but it got a nice bounce on the side of the truck. Going over to the cars, smashes the front end in, it's going to fall over backwards. Tough break for Josh Godesky in freestyle. He's a lot of time on the clock, and it just caught the front end and flipped him over backwards. An 18 for Josh Godesky, our lowest score so far. Tough break. Not the greatest night for Josh, as he loses it in round one and has a tough break in freestyle. As we look at our freestyle standings, Chris Bialik and Showtime still in lead with a 43. Aces Wild, Kyle Wilson in second with a 39. As we see Tyler May and Snap on Tour coming out on the floor. Tyler May, known for his consistent freestyle, I was going to say, but he's on two wheels. He's going wild right now. I was going to say he's known for consistency, keeping it low to the ground, filling the clock, but he is doing anything but that right now. He's doing some crazy moves. Huge air, he's on two wheels, can he save it? Wow! That was a strange landing. That rear end clipped the top of the bus, and that just helped him settle it back down. That could have gone very poorly. To the backflip ramp. Nice backflip. Oh, on one wheel, a little bit in reverse. Try to get the moonwalk out of it, but a nice way to end the backflip. So far, a great run from Tyler May. Wow, smashes the back end down. On one wheel, on two wheels, on the front end, smashes into the bus stack. What a wild sequence of moves. He continues it on. Unbelievable smash to the front end and a big skywheel over the bus. He's on front and he's spinning. Wow. He's going to put it back down, but I don't know if they're going to let him go after that one. That was a wild rollover with 13 seconds left. Yeah, they're going to shut him off after that one. Great run from Tyler May. Wild action on two wheels multiple times in this freestyle run. With some huge air and some weird twists in the air, too. Maybe the craziest run I've ever seen from Tyler May. Next out, Aaron Lurie, Monster Energy Pro 4 looking to top that we just saw from Tyler May. Starting out with a nice hit. Looking to top the 43 from Chris Bialek. On the front end, getting a nice wheelie out of it. Bouncing it on back end, so carries that and walks it down the floor. Nice wheelie, turning a little bit, pockets it over the ramp. Nice combo there. Ooh, and carries a little bit of a wheelie out there and turns it. It's a unique way to turn it. And carries another wheelie towards the bowl. Gonna hit the bowl, puts it in a reverse, walks it back on the back end, and he walks it forward again, up and over the bowl. That was a very unique move. That's gonna help the technicality a lot. Nice air over the buses, clears the whole stack. Keeping up some good momentum. Up and over the bowl with a huge sky wheelie. Turning it around, going towards the center of the floor. Oh man, looked like he was going for a barrel roll, but it did not rotate. Leaves 20 seconds on the clock. A great run, but that ending just did not work. A 38 for Aaron in Monster Energy Pro 4. As we see that beautiful moonwalk back in the bowl. What a very nice move there. Technical moves in this run. And some nice air. Next out, Marcus Santana, an introvert. He's known to have some wild freestyles on the season. We'll see if he can do another one here. Oh wow, trips it up on the bowl, but he brings it back down. That was a strange move, could have gone very wrong. Wow, carries it out on two wheels a little bit in the turn. He's already getting wild and he's only 20 seconds into the freestyle run. Under rotates the backflip a little bit, lands on the front end, but he brings it back down nice and safe. On two wheels, up and over. Can he save it? Can he save it? He is on two wheels on the stack, and the angle is going to bring it back down. Wow, he uses the ramp to his advantage when bringing that truck back down. So far, a great run from Marcus Santana. He's really getting the moves the judges are looking for. That was a very technical move, kind of, although he used the ramp really, so. He's got the momentum, though. He's really keeping up some of the best momentum of the night. Maybe lacking a little bit in the air score, but looks like he's going to make up for that right now with some big air. There's about 20 seconds left for Marcus Santana. Looking to finish big in this freestyle run. Wow, brings the air all the way across the floor. Spinning it around, looked like he tried to do some donuts, but he got a little too close to the wall. Oh man, on the side, hard landing. 1 second left on the clock. That's going to be a 19 for time. Unfortunately, almost filled the clock, but didn't. It's a 38. Marcus Santana and Introvert. There's that rollover that led to the save on the ramp. Interesting move there, and that huge air we saw towards the end of the run. And next out for freestyle, material and fuel injection. He's known to have some great freestyles. He just floors it out of the tunnel into the bowl. Maybe the fastest start we've seen to a freestyle run. Wow, he's getting the moves early into the freestyle run with these big transfers, keeping up some great momentum. He's only like 20 seconds in the run. Now this is how you start a freestyle run. Oh, he gets tripped up on the front end. Can he bring it back down? No. Just as I was saying, this is how you start a freestyle. He doesn't end it well. Leaves a lot of time on the clock. It's going to be an 18. Only gets 6 points for the time score. But he got some amazing moves early in the freestyle run. As we look at our freestyle standings, Chris Bialek still in the lead with a 43, Aces Wild. Kyle Wilson in second place with 39. We see John Zimmer Jr. taking to the floor in terminal velocities. We just saw a big transfer from the step up to the downside of the bus stack. That's a great way to start the freestyle run. Huge air from John Zimmer. He's known for taking some big freestyle wins in the season so far. He already took the racing win, so he's going for the double down here. And early in the freestyle run, I must say he is on his way to taking this double down if he can finish big. We're seeing some of the biggest moves of the night so far. He goes towards the bus, under rotates it, lands on the front end, and he brings it back down. They're going to let him continue. The officials shut him off there, but he's allowed to continue. Hits the bowl again on the back end, on the front end, into the bus stack, up and over. Can he save it? On the front end again, he's just spinning it around, back end to front end, and he's over. Thought he could have saved that, but it just way too much there happening. It's a 31. Left a lot of time on the clock, but that was a wild sequence of moves. He got the great save there off the backflip. And then he just had a bad bounce here on the back end. Got caught up on the bus stack. And he just kept rolling. Next up, Andrew Cheats and Dragon. Andrew also had some great freestyles this season, so he's looking to have another one here in New Orleans. Nice air from Andrew up and over the stack, clears the whole bus stack. Some more nice air. Into a nice slap wheelie over the stack. Into another wheelie. Some great combo moves from Andrew Cheats so far early in the run. This is the kind of moves we need to see. This great momentum. He's hitting everything in front of him. He's going to do a nice transfer into the ball. Nice skyway there, brings it back down. I thought he was going to roll it there, but he didn't. And again, hitting everything in front of him. Wow, big move on two wheels. Can he bring it back down? He's flipping it, and he saves it. They're going to shut him down, but they're going to let him refire after that rollover. And a nice hit over the bowl. Some more huge air. Massive amount of hang time there. "20 seconds left of the run, looking to finish big. Carries a wheelie across the floor towards the back ramp and a corkscrew, over-rotates it on the front end with a bad bounce, and he saves it. Beautiful save at the end of the run for Andrew Sheets. Onto wheels again. Can he save it? No, can't save it, but the time is up. A great run of 38 for Andrew Sheets in Dragon. As we see this big save here. Rolls it over, recovers it. The officials shut him down when they let him continue, and he got some great moves at the end of his freestyle. With this over-rotated corkscrew and a nice save on the front end. Next out for freestyle, Will Meyer, Hotline Miami. Made it all the way to the final race and just could not get it done against John Zimmer. Noses it over in the bowl. Wow, that could have gone very wrong, but he brings it back down. Keeping up some great momentum so far. A nice skywheelie over the vans. It's small, unique moves like that we're not seeing anymore because these big obstacles. We'll like to see some nice skywheelies sometimes. Slides into the backflip ramp, gets a nice little hit there. Over the container. Lands on the downside of the bowl and combos it into the bus deck with some nice air. This is a great run from Will Meyer, just keeping it nice and safe. Looking to fill the clock here and get the freestyle points. I believe Will Meyer is leading the season right now in every category, so filling the clock and getting the freestyle points is an absolute must. It's not all about winning, it's about consistency when it gets to the points. Some nice donuts in the corner. And combos it into the van stack. Got about 15 seconds left in the run. Heading to the backflip ramp with a beautiful backflip. Perfectly executed, lands it on all four wheels and settles it down nicely. A few seconds left for the freestyle. He's going to swing it across the obstacle, and that's going to be time. Nice run from Will Meyer. It's going to be a 42 for Will Meyer in Hotline Miami. Next out, Blake Thompson, USA Firestarter, is looking at our freestyle standings. Showtime still in the lead. Hotline Miami with a 42 in second place, and Ace Weld in the third. Oh man! Blake went for the corkscrew first out, and it just bit him. He did not get the rotation he needed, over-rotated that, and he's up and over with a 3. I think our lowest score we've ever seen this season. Really unfortunate break there. He tried to go big as his first hit out, and it didn't work. As we look at our freestyle results, Chris Bialek, his first show out, he's going to win it in Showtime with a 43. Will Meyer, Hotline Miami's in second with a 42. Ace Weld with a 39. Over-rev Chris Hamilton with a 38. And a bunch of ties for fourth. Freestyle results, and look at the end. Blake Thompson on his birthday with a 3. Tough break. Our lowest score we've seen so far. As event points results, Will Meyer still well ahead in the lead. 30 points over Ace Weld, Kyle Wilson. Kyle Wilson, great showing out here in his second event. And Blake Thompson obviously, unfortunately, gets a 5 for overall event points. Rounding out our 16 trucks. And our series points, as I said before, Will Meyer still securely in the lead in Hotline Miami over Andrew Sheets and Dragon and John Zimmer Terminal Velocity. With only a few weeks left, I can only assume that Will Meyer is going to continue this streak into the finals. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next week in Arlington, Texas.